Well, first of all, obviously gotta thank Lil Wayne.
One time for the hometown, I got love for it, that's real. Yeah. 2 times for the haters, man, cause I notice how this shit feel. 3 times for my family, dog, cause this shit done paid our bills. And I get 4 times my net worth from a year ago with no deals. Did it all by myself, I don't need nothing. Dropped 100 songs, I'ma keep coming.
Wow.
Chatting and leaving me out, excluding me with my favorite human being on the earth.
We've been talking about the fact that Alexa Chung has been dying to meet Drake. She kind of has a crush.
I love Alexa Chung's shoulders.
Yeah.
You love the shoulders?
I just love her shoulders.
She's actually blushing as well. She's turning red right now. Maybe we can forge a relationship right here live.
I'm surprised you haven't done it before. You know, I have no Valentine.
You have no Valentine?
Except for those 2 little girls from the Ellen Show.
We're very romantic as well.
Yes, that's all I've got, man.
Man, you got a lot more than that. You got a Grammy for Best Rap Album.
I did. That was an amazing transition, by the way. I admire that.
Segue?
This is like, honestly, like, this is one of my boys, so it's amazing to see him here. I'm excited about that.
I'm excited for you.
Toronto, we got a Grammy tonight.
Drake, you know it's all love.
You know that already.
Good to see you, bro.
Oh, cool. Can we have a moment, please?
Thank you.
They're going to have a moment. We're going to thank you all at home very much for watching the Grammys. Fuse News tomorrow night, well, Monday night, that is, 8 o'clock p.m. Make sure you check it out.
That's right.
And we're just minutes away from showtime, right?
It's going to be a big one, yeah. This is truly the most exciting musical night in history.
This is truly the most exciting musical night of the year, right, Alexa?
It's very exciting. We've had such a blast on the red carpet, talking to all these amazing musicians. Obviously, this is my favorite. Thanks as well to Dan Brown, who kept the heat tracker alive, which is pretty amazing.
Yes, make sure you watch Fuse immediately after the Grammys for a special live episode of Trending 10, where you find out which Grammy moments have made the biggest waves on Twitter.
And also, just for your... Just to understand that the Grammys are coming up, and that this is just a phenomenal.
It's a phenomenal evening, right?
That was my segment.
Okay, join me and Matt for Fuse News tomorrow and every weekday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, right here on.
Drake dropped Take Care in the 4th quarter of 2011, and this album has often been regarded as Drake's best album of all time. Although his contributions to the project have been in question and often criticized by critics, after The Weeknd revealed in an interview that he co-wrote 5 of the songs and that he was a big influence on the project. The Weeknd's last name is Tesfaye, or some shit like that. Drake gave Tesfaye a big boost when he featured The Weeknd on his double platinum 2011 album Take Care, but for Tesfaye, being under the wing of his fellow Torontonian was a mixed blessing. A handful of songs he'd written for his House of Balloons ended up on Take Care. As Tesfaye said in 2013 interview, "I was hungry. I was like, dude, take anything." Today he says he has nothing but gratitude for Drake, whom he calls his closest friend in the industry at that time. Still, he says, "I gave up almost half of my album. It's hard. I will always be thankful. If it wasn't for the light he shined on me, who knows where I'd be." Drake also got another feature on the project by the rising hip-hop phenom, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick wasn't super popular at this time, as he just released Section 80, and collabing on this project was a pivotal point in his career. Drake would go on to take Kendrick on his Club Paradise tour, where Kendrick was finally getting a taste of real mainstream exposure, bringing him alongside A$AP Rocky. Drake later rapped about his decision to fight for Rocky and Lamar on his song 4 p.m. in Calabasas, recalling, "When they told me take an R&B nigga on the road, and I told them no and drew for Kendrick and Rocky." Following Drake's Club Paradise tour, A$AP rounded up some of his rap comrades, including the Six God, K-Dot, and 2 Chainz, for his hit single, Fucking Problems. Following that song, Kendrick and Drake would team up again, but this time on Kendrick's debut album, Good Kid, Mad City. Like Fucking Problems, Poetic Justice would be a commercial success, peaking at number 26 on the Billboard Hot 100. Unfortunately, that would mark the final collaboration between Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
Rap is an ever-changing cycle, and that the change within is inevitable. So you may have had like a favorite rapper for the last 10, 15 years, and they may only have 1 or 2 albums left, and that's okay. That's just how this shit goes. But I promise you, each and every one of you are responsible for the 4 individuals on this stage, and we will rep for y'all to the day they lay us flat on our motherfucking back, nigga. What's up? Like I said, this is my brother A$AP Rocky. This is my brother Kendrick Lamar. This is my brother Chasing Cash. we all ask you just one favor. Y'all keep working on being the beautiful people that you are, and we're gonna keep giving you this music that you love so much. In San Diego, thank you for one of the greatest nights of our lives, and until the next time we see you, take care!
Also around this time, Pusha T had already left his former duo, Clips, and gone on to pursue a solo career with Kanye West's label, Good Music. In 2012, Pusha T released a huge single called Exodus 23:1, which upset a few rappers, including Drake and Lil Wayne. Pusha had a few bars that allegedly referenced Drake's recording contract with Wayne, and Wayne's with Cash Money and Universal Music. He went on to say, "Contract all fucked up. Explain up. I guess that means you all fucked up. You signed to one nigga that signed to another nigga that signed to three niggas. Now that's bad luck." Clearly targeting YMCMB, making fun of their contracts and insinuating they were broke, which I believe is in retaliation on Pharrell's behalf, after Birdman finessed Pharrell all of those years ago. In August 2013, a month before Drake drops another one of his classic projects, Nothing Was the Same, Kendrick and Big Sean drop a single off Sean's project, Hall of Fame, which would take the world by storm and change the state of hip-hop forever. Kendrick's verse was a message to the rap game, to let them know he respects them all as artists, but he thinks that he's the best, and he'll take down any artist in his way. He mentioned in his legendary verse, "I heard the barbershop spitting great debates all the time about who's the best MC. Kendrick, Jigga, and Nas, Eminem, Andre 3000, the rest of y'all, new niggas just new niggas, don't get involved." Where he's pretty much saying he's compared to the GOATs, the greatest of all time. He's not ever mentioned with these new niggas. He then goes on to say, "I'm usually homeboys with the same niggas I'm rhyming with, but this is hip hop and them niggas should know what time it is." And that goes for Jermaine Cole, Big Crit Wale, Pusha T, Meek Mill, A$AP Rocky, Drake, Big Sean, Jay Electron, Tyler McMillan. "I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you niggas." Which he's pretty much letting his peers know. "I'm usually homeboys with y'all and I make songs with y'all, but we're competitors and I'm trying to destroy y'all with everything I do." Drake didn't take too fondly with these remarks, stating, "It just sounded like an ambitious thought to me. That's all it was. I know good and well that Kendrick's not murdering me at all in any platform. So when that day presents itself, I guess we can revisit the topic." You would think Drake would appreciate the nod and respect Kendrick's verse, but is it possible after Drake put Kendrick on one of his biggest albums ever, and then afterwards taking him on tour, that Drake expected some more appreciation from Kendrick, and that he felt disrespected, especially when dropping that diss so close to Drake's long anticipated album, Nothing Was the Same, in which Drake seems to send a diss at Lamar on the track, The Language. I don't know why they've been lying, but your shit is not that inspiring. Months later at the BET Awards, during TDE's BET Cypher, Kendrick seemed to reply back to Drake when he raps, "Nothing's been the same since I dropped Control," and talked to censor the rapper back in his pajama clothes. "Ha ha, joke's on you, high five. I'm bulletproof, your shots will never penetrate. Pin the tail on the donkey, boy, you been a fake. I got my thumb on hip hop and my foot in the back of your ass. Aftermath, get the last laugh." When he said nothing's been the same since he dropped Control, that was clearly a play on words using Drake's album, Nothing Was the Same. Then he said, "High five, I'm bulletproof. Your shots will never penetrate. Pin the tail on the donkey, you been a fake." I think Kendrick clearly saying that he saw Drake take shots at him in the interviews and wanted to let him know it don't affect him at all. Then he said he's got his thumb on the hip hop and his foot in the back of your ass. Aftermath, get the last laugh. I could be wrong, but I feel like this was a nod to Pharrell. Pharrell and Aftermath Records teamed up for the Game's 4th studio album, Red, in 2011, and then we saw them together in 2012, cooking up some beats for Snoop Dogg. Kendrick being signed to Aftermath Records and getting a lot of production help and inspiration from Pharrell for Good Kid, Mad City, I think Kendrick was saying him, Pharrell, and Aftermath Records got the last laugh on Drake, Lil Wayne, Birdman, and YMCMB. A couple months after Kendrick's BET Cypher diss, during a cover story with Vibe magazine, Drake addressed his shots at Kendrick on The Language and why he felt compelled to stand his ground against the Compton MC. Where it became an issue is that I was rolling out an album while that verse was still bubbling, so my album rollout became about that thing. What am I supposed to say? Nah, we'll be buddy-buddy. Mind you, I never once said he's a bad guy or I didn't like him. I think he's a fucking genius in his own right, but I also stood my ground as I should. And with that came another step, which then I had to realize I'm being baited and I'm not gonna fall. Jordan doesn't have to play pickup to prove that he can play ball, no offense. But I'm not gonna give you the chance to shake me necessarily, cause I feel great. There's no real issue. I feel like at this point, Drake was getting really fed up with the disrespect. From Charlamagne calling him corny.
And I just think, personally, he's a corny guy.
To Kendrick getting a Drake stimulus package, then later dissing him. To T.I.'s friend allegedly pissing on him at the movies.
T.I. homeboy peed on that nigga.
On Drake.
Peed on him. They was at a movie theater, award, he was upstairs peeing. Nigga peed on Drake.
I remember that.
Drake didn't do nothing. Puffy supposed to slap him or something. Let another rapper get done like he's been done.
What? To Tyga and Chris Brown disrespecting him, it seemed like the whole rap game and even the media was bullying Drake around, even though he was one of the hottest rappers out at the time. And why do y'all think that is? I believe that most of the established rappers in the industry didn't respect Drake. I think they respected him at first for his melodic flows and catchy hooks, but it's when he started rapping and acting like a street guy that things started to change. He wanted to show everybody he was a real nigga and that he could sing or he can rap on street records with the best of them. But most of the industry saw him for what he was, a half-white child actor turned rapper who was raised in a privileged white household in Canada. But Drake was tired of the disrespect and he had a plan to change his image. He started collabing with up-and-coming street rappers to learn new lingo and expand on his skills as a rapper, as well as enhance his bad boy rapper image. He went on to collab with the likes of Meek Mill, Future, Migos, YG, Fetty Wap, and later on with Block Boy JB, Lil Baby, Lil Durk, Drakeo the Ruler, and many more. Let's take a look at all of Drake's prior beefs so we can really analyze why Drake may have wanted to turn from a nice guy to a bad man.
To do something that has maybe nothing to do with music.
Well, why do you care so much about success? Have you figured that out?
I'm just addicted to it.
Why?
I think that I've sacrificed so much for it already and dedicated so much of my time that I have to push it as far as I possibly can, because I've given up a lot of years as far as nurturing like personal relationships go and, you know, trying to build things like a family or a relationship or I don't do any of that. I just kind of work. So with that being said.
And how do you feel about that?
I'm okay with that now. At this point in my life, I'm okay with that. I think it's a great age to be doing that. You know, I think maybe in 10 years, if I'm still in that mindset, I might have to like come sit back down with you and be like, yeah, we gotta have it. This is a different conversation tonight. But
Drake and Chris Brown. A common theme throughout a lot of Drake's beefs is Rihanna. Despite years of rumors, Drake and Rihanna have never publicly been in a relationship. This eventually led to a conflict with arguably Rihanna's most famous and controversial ex, Chris Brown. In 2012, CB and Drake were involved in an altercation that left both artists injured. Drake and Common. Arguably the first instance of Drake beefing with an already established and well-known and respected MC is his beef with Common. In 2011, Common threw the first shots in the beef with his single Sweet, saying the following lines that were interpreted as referring to Drake. Singing all around me, man. La la la, you ain't motherfucking Frank Sinatra.
What kind of surprised me recently was that you and Drake kind of went back and forth. But when you look at that, you know, that situation now, what's your take on it?
I think that was, for me, I think it was an emotional thing. Like, meaning, at that time, I think it was the Drake Serena situation. I didn't know what was going on with that. And I didn't know if he was throwing things, shots at me, like, you know, this is my ex, and, you know, we kind of going our separate ways. And, you know, unfortunately, the war might have been over a girl, even though at the time I never said that. But
Tyga graced the digital cover of the October 2014 issue of Vibe. In the accompanying editorial, he shared stories about learning from Kanye West, his relationship with Blac Chyna, and his friendship with Kylie Jenner and the Kardashian clan. He also explained why he doesn't like Drake as a person. Here's the Vibe exchange. Is Young Money a part of the creative process on this album? Nah, I tend to distance myself from them. Are you trying to break out on your own? Yeah, I'm trying to go independent. I don't really get along with Drake. I don't really get along with Nicki. Why? I don't like Drake as a person. He's just fake to me.
Tyga. On Twitter, it sounds like you want to fight Drake, bro.
He want to fight me.
Hold on.
Stop talking to the mic. Talking to the mic.
But let
No, Chris.
Listen. This nigga not making us no money by talking about him. At the end of the day, we not getting no checks by this nigga. We getting checks by this album right here.
But your man is on the social media saying he want to fight the dude.
If it go down, it go down. But this is what I'm saying. We making him hot by talking about this nigga. If he come up here on y'all radio station, great. First of all,
so you stopped him from tweeting that he want to fight the man?
No,
he did tweet because remember when Drake dropped the 6 p.m. record?
I tweeted it.
Yeah, it's like
I deleted
Drake
it
said
after.
a little something.
But the thing is,
wait, time out.
Go ahead.
You was emotional. You was mad he got at you on a 6 a.m. New York day.
Yeah, that was just quick, like, you know how you get hot real quick, and then
like
you think about it and you be like,
Chris,
all right.
hang on, man.
I'm not taking his side because I don't mess with dude. But I'm telling you,
I thought y'all was cool now.
Nah, that's different. Nah,
They're fine.
We're
Fine.
like I'm not.
Y'all cool,
like
not
no beef.
It's no beef, but y'all not cool.
I'm on probation. That's all I'm gonna say.
Drake and Diddy. In 2014, Drake was in an altercation with the diddler himself. According to reports, Diddy was mad due to the release of Drake's single 0 to 100. The anger is seemingly stemming from Diddy wanting Drake to ghostwrite the song for him, with Drake deciding to release it on his own. The altercation happened in a Miami nightclub, with Diddy seemingly getting the better of Drake. According to Kanye West, another altercation happened backstage at his Yeezy Season 1 fashion show, with Jay-Z having to break it up. This beef doesn't really have a definitive end, but with all the allegations around both Diddy and Drake, this beef seems much more strange in retrospect. It's also been rumored this started from Drake trying to get together with Cassie, but this has not been confirmed. I have a video coming out on Diddy soon. Subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications if you want to watch that video.
Like, what made you put hands on Drake?
I did not put hands on Drake.
Oh.
And I do not want any problems with Drake. Drake is, right now, that's all I got. That's all I have to say. He's putting in his work. I didn't do nothing to Drake.
Drake and Meek Mill. Here it is, Drake's first big rap beef, and the one that arguably proved his worth as an MC to a lot of hip-hop fans. The beef stems from Meek's claims that Drake used ghostwriters on their collaboration, Rico, off of Meek's album, Dreams Worth More Than Money. The main writer mentioned was Quentin Miller, who had writing credits on Drake's If You're Reading This It's Too Late. Hip-hop's favorite yapper, Funk Master Flex, backed up Meek's claims by airing reference tracks for Drake's songs, including Rico. Drake responded to Meek in arguably one of the defining moments of his career by releasing Charged Up and releasing back-to-back 2 days later. Even after Meek responded on his own track, Wanna Know, Drake is almost unanimously seen as the victor.
I was walking to the Nike store and he approached me. This was really my first time really talking with Meek, and basically told me, like, he didn't appreciate the letter that I dropped, and it made him seem like he was a liar or whatnot, and they fucking stole off on me in the Nike store and ran. I shed blood in the Nike store on Wilshire.
Tell us about the recording experience with Rihanna on this record. What's the song called? What's it about? Give us an overview about that song so we can refer to it when people listen to the record.
Well, the song's called Too Good to You, and it came to fruition after we did work. I was able to be like, I think I have one that would follow this up really nicely, and she got in the studio and just bodied it. It was like flawless victory. When she sent it back, I was like, oh man, it's like every nuance, every cadence, everything was perfect. And yeah, it's just another piece to add to our catalog, which I'm very proud of. I think we do great music together. It's tough to do like guy-girl collabs without them being like
especially for you two, because as soon as you guys sit in the room together, man, everybody starts talking. That's the thing. Like I think that the chemistry and the collaboration and the history that you guys.
Well, I think that's what makes the records better, though, because there's something genuine there. We're not like forcing some story on people. I mean, it's a lot of the music that we make and the energy that we bring is genuine. I mean, we have a lot of genuine energy between us, so.
Yeah.
We have a genuine energy.
No, for sure. For sure.
see dead people. Aye, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak throw, man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, Nella nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? They in the street and hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
They tried to strike my YouTube account. They tried to take my account away. But nobody can cancel the chat.